Senate Bill 9 is a tax-free day for veterans.
Must be a sign of air bill.
It's actually not, shockingly. Hey, that's all you want to say about it?
Oh, I mean, if you want, I can
I'd like to say a
expound.
little more about it.
Okay,
A little
okay,
bit
okay,
more.
okay. So the bill establishes a tax-free day for veterans on November the 11th. It begins in 2026, and it's for the sale of items that are less than $2,000 in price. The fiscal impact is between $50,000 for veterans, if only veterans in the state participate. The fiscal impact is $50,000, but assuming that some people from other states may come in, the fiscal note writer said that it could possibly go up to $100,000.
Okay. Everybody good with this one?
Yeah, I'm getting up like the co-sponsor.
Who wants to co-sponsor? Everybody wants to co-sponsor.
Everybody?
Okay, look at how easy that was.
It's a cake.
Senator Augustine's got it.
All right.
23.
Need to vote.
What? Yeah. I think. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Everybody's in favor. 23.
Senate Bill 23 is a reintroduction from last session. The bill establishes the Green and Renewable Energy Efficiency for Nonprofits Loan Program. It passed the committee unanimously, it did not pass the committee unanimously, but it did pass the Senate 39-7. There are two amendments to this bill, and the amendments make changes to the purpose paragraph. The amendment also changes the entity that reinvests, and holds the fund from the state treasurer to the Maryland Clean Energy Center. Those are the only two amendments.
Any questions, sir?
That addresses the
Clean Energy Center's issue.
Yes, that was the amendment came from the Clean Energy Center.
Move favorable.
All's in favor? Opposed? Got that? What? You think Senator King should take it to the floor? I think you should take it to the floor.
I think you should.
I'll think that way.
I think Senator King is correct. Oh, is that good? You got that?
I got that.
Okay, very good.
I got it.
All right, 28. There's been a lot of discussion, a lot of work behind the scenes on this, and I think we're going to hold it one more time. Yep. Just a little more discussion needs to occur.
Okay.
Okay. 30.
Senate Bill 30 is a local bill that authorizes Baltimore County to grant by law a 100% property tax credit for real property owned by the Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 34 located in Middle River. Committee has a local letter, and there is an amendment from the delegation to change the sponsor to Baltimore County Senators.
There we go. I gave him a map showing him where the district is.
Excellent. Excellent. Is the lodge in yours or Johnny's? It's got to be Johnny.
It's actually District 8. It's right
You're
on the
kidding.
line.
You're kidding.
It's like 30 miles from his district. I didn't post it. It's right on the line.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, Stallings. Okay, this is an interesting one. 168.
All right. You should have the amendment for this one and the reprint on your desk. Senate Bill 168, as amended, requires SSTAT in coordination with Judiciary, Maryland State Police, local law enforcement agencies, the Attorney General's office, and third-party technology vendors. It requires them to conduct a study evaluating the use of blockchain-based real property title recordation and verification. Under the amended bill, the study must evaluate the use of blockchain technology for securely recording and verifying real property ownership, and must assess the potential for the use of blockchain technology to assist law enforcement and courts in resolving real property disputes, specifically those involving squatting. Results of the study are reported December 31st, 2026.
And the amendment?
The amendments turn into the study.
Study.
Yes.
It's just a study now.
Mm-hmm.
Just a study.
Who's going to study?
What's that?
Who's going to study?
That's that.
Stat and Senator Jennings is going to study it.
As amended.
Yep, I know you like that stuff. All's in favor? Opposed? As amended. Senator Jennings. All right, the next one, we were waiting for an amendment. So now on to slaughter of horses.
Senate Bill 231 is a departmental bill that prohibits a person from slaughtering a racehorse for any commercial purpose. It further prohibits a person from buying, selling, transferring, or offering for sale a racehorse if the person knows that the horse will be slaughtered. Their bill establishes a penalty of $1,000 for a first offense, $2,000 for a second offense, and is a misdemeanor if found guilty. There was initially an amendment that the department offered, but the department withdrew their amendment, so the bill is just
As
clean.
it sits. All those in favor? Whoa. Yes, sir.
Here's the problem with this bill.
Yep.
Phrase it sounds, it's going to be more torturous for these horses than what you think. Because what's going to happen is trainers, they can't afford these horses, and they're going to have to get rid of them. And these horses, they can't slaughter them anywhere, so they put them on trailers and they truck them to Mexico. They're not fed, they're not given water, and they are taken for days down below the border. The amendment, I thought, would work fine. I don't know why they withdrew it.
What was the amendment?
Basically, it says,
It's for-
import into the state or export from the state a racehorse for slaughter under paragraph 1 of the subsection calls the import export is physically present in the state or has raced in the state within the past 6 months. So the issue is, we want to make sure that if they're going to do this, if they sell the horse, that the horse doesn't end up, if I sell it.
Suffering. I got it.
We want to, yes, I just want to make sure.
Fair
doesn't-
enough. Let's
yeah.
work on that. Thank you, Senator.
I support the bill, I support the concept.
Thank you.
I just want to make sure we amend it correctly.
Good pickup.
What a smart man.
He's really living up. He's really living up to it.
So impressed.
Senator Lewis.
Amendment, can we make it longer than 6 months?
We're gonna work on it. We go back to the department. You're gonna have Senator Jennings. If you both want to talk to the department together, that's fine.
Oh, the department is here.
Oh, department's here. How handy is that? Come on up. You have thoughts on this conversation that we just were having?
Yeah, sure. So the amendment we originally requested we wanted to ensure that the department had the authority to enforce the law if the horse had left, right? And they had that, the senator mentioned the 6-month tail. Our council suggested that the original bill captured that. So we withdrew it just under the understanding that the authority was present. Happy to put language back in to make it more explicit and clear, but our council advised us that it wasn't needed to capture the intent.
Senator Jennings?
I'm not an attorney, sir, so.
Yeah, so we'll just take a little more time.
Next section and look at it, just tell them. I mean, that's the idea. We want to make sure
Yeah.
when the trainer's done and they sell the horse,
Yeah, yeah.
they sell it to somebody else, that they don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure the administration wants to make sure there's nothing, nobody's treated, no animals treated poorly, so.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Okay, 305.
Senate Bill 305 extends the authorization of the governor to fund the incarcerated individual training and reentry grant fund for an additional year to FY 2029. The bill makes technical changes, updating the name of the Governor's Office of Crime Prevention Policy, and that pretty much is the substance of the bill. So it's extending everything by 1 year. And this would be the vehicles and change, for
Right.
change.
Right, and the amount was,
The amount is
this would be for next year.
for FY '29.
For what?
It extends it to FY '29.
29, and right now, it ended, right?
Well, there's no money in the budget.
There's no money
There's
in
no
this
money.
budget, so by extending this, it simply would allow for next year to have money. Well, it would mandate, you wanted mandated. Yeah, for next year. Yep, and the amount was,
$1 million.
okay. So, two parts to this. I think at least, the committee has talked about this being in the past, and something that we've supported in the past, as certainly a worthy project. And so, if we wanted to keep it going, we would have to put some money in this year's budget from operating funds, and so that would have to come out of what we're jockeying around to find out we even have. And then we would have to then, oh, it is a May. Oh, you did a May? No, I thought you did a shall. Oh, okay. All right, so it's a May.
Just keeps the vehicle alive.
It does, but I mean, the reality is we can put money every year, which we have been doing. Yeah, in smaller amounts. Last year, we put 150,000. That's right. It all depends on what's available and as we go through that process, right? And so, I'm good with it as it stands. If everybody else is, it's a May, it's $1 million, but it's a May. I can tell you right now, we won't have $1 million this year to be able to put into it, but we'll certainly put something into it.
Next year will be much easier.
Well,
Green line, baby.
Just be
Okay.
cheerful.
so, no. All right, so, all's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? You want to be added on? Okay, anybody want to be added on?
I'm already on.
Okay,
I know about them having
okay, Senator Hettleman. Okay. 337.
$337 is a pension bill. This is Joint Committee on Pensions legislation. This is follow-up to some legislation from last year. This has to deal with positions that were moved out of the employees system into the correctional officer system at state health facilities. Over the interim, it was brought to the attention of the system that there were a few positions that needed to be specified. There is an amendment before you that makes a technical correction to the two positions that are being added into the bill. And then we also caught that there were some boilerplate provisions that we do every time positions are transferred that were omitted last year and this year. And so those are also added in as well.
Questions? Madam Chair, you like this? All those in favor? Opposed? Okay. Ms. Young? 357.
Senate Bill 357, as amended, is a local bill that requires a qualified organization such as a volunteer fire company, religious organization, or charitable organization to hold a gaming permit whenever the qualified organization conducts gaming in St. Mary's County in accordance with current law. The St. Mary's County Commissioners must designate a person to issue these permits and may adopt regulations to administer and enforce gaming activities. There are two committee amendments. There are two amendments to the bill. The amendments make changes to the title of the bill and the purpose paragraph, and it changes, amendment number 2 changes the term from license to gaming permit to be consistent with other sections of the code.
Everybody got this? Yep. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Senator Bailey? 440.
Move favorable.
440.
Good start.
Is the theatrical production tax credit. It extends the sunset of this bill by 5 years until 2032.
Okay, everybody knows this one. Knows how amazingly successful it's been. You can if you like.
Sure, I'll do it.
Whoever wants to hop on, hop on.
So this other one.
All right. All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Senator King?
Sure.
Yeah, you like that. This next one's a very interesting bill, but the sponsor's just not ready.
It's getting better and better.
It's getting better and better.
But I want to make sure it's really good before we vote on it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. 497.
Senate Bill 497 exempts real and personal property owned by the city of Hagerstown and used primarily for public, social, recreational, and entertainment purposes from state, county, and municipal property taxes. Under the bill, the property tax exemption applies retroactively to fiscal year -- and requires a refund for any excess property tax paid due to the retroactive property tax exemption. Committee has a local letter of support.
So everyone understand what's going on here?
Yes.
This, these well, the one that's built, and then there's one to be built, is that right? They're both built? And they were something that wasn't intended to have these taxes.
Correct.
And, right, and so we're just making sure that they understand that that was the case. stadium?
A indoor like field house that they built, the city built for the community. So the city owns it, but because somebody else runs it, SDAT said that it was subject to property tax, so it's not supposed to be. That was not the intent of what was supposed to happen, so this is to provide clarity for SDAT.
Move favorable.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. I guess we'll let you do that. They're getting way too much. Way too much.
Senate Bill 501 is a local bill that requires Washington County and municipalities in Washington County to grant a 100% property tax credit against the county and municipal property tax imposed on real property that is owned by Platoon 22, Inc. and used to provide housing to veterans. The committee has a local letter of support.
Senator?
See a theme here?
I do.
Another thing, this is a veterans organization that provides veterans housing. For some reason, SDAT is trying to, even though they have a nonprofit status and all kind of stuff, they're trying to charge property tax on there, so we believe they should.
Move favorable.
Yep,
I'm just curious about that.
Good question.
yeah,
They are a nonprofit.
correct. This Platoon 22 is.
I don't know.
All right.
Yes?
I don't know the specifics of the situation, the Senator does, but I've been through these kinds of issues over the years. There's some real fuzzy areas in terms of the definitions, and what my experience of STAT tends to do is they err on the side of it's taxable and then lets us fix it. Now, is there a systemic fix to this? I would not work on that this session, but it's something to think about for the future, that there may be a systemic problem, but it's not an unusual problem.
Yeah, we said, the entity came to our delegation, during our pre-delegation forum, said this is what's happened. We brought SDAT in, they said, yep, they're not exempt. We asked the same question, they are a nonprofit. They couldn't tell us really exactly, to your point, the nuances why, and so our delegation voted unanimously to propose this as a delegation bill, so.
Some of it actually is there are multiple kinds of nonprofit statuses.
There is.
And so that sometimes makes it confusing as well. So anyway,
I believe our county commissioner sent a letter also.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay,
Good bill coming up here, good bill.
it's questionable. 503.
You need a floor leader for that one.
Oh, quarter, it's all quarter.
Yeah. I thought so.
Yeah. 503.
Senate Bill 503 requires for fiscal years 28 through 30, the governor to include an appropriation of $450,000 in the annual budget for the Growing Family Child Care Opportunities Program. That keeps it level funded as it's been since fiscal year 2023. It started out as a pilot program, then was turned permanent after that.
And what makes it special? It has its own little thing, as opposed to all the other child care programs we have. Well, he knows. I'm looking at him.
Well, program is used, the grants are used for these family childcare providers for both individuals who care for children in a registered family childcare home or in a registered large family childcare home.
So it's all home
Typically
care.
operated by women in their homes
Home
caring
care.
for up to 8 children.
Statewide, right? Statewide?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Move
All-
favorable.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Uh, 520.
Senate Bill 520 authorizes a charter county that has either a property tax revenue or rate limitation to set by a simple majority of the council a property tax rate higher or to collect more property tax revenues than authorized under the county charter for the sole purpose of funding the approved county public safety budget. There are 5 counties which this would be applicable to. That's Anne Arundel, Montgomery, Prince George's, Talbot, and Wycomico. These counties already have this authority as it's applied to their local boards of education. So this would just be expanding it to also include their public safety budget.
Okay, authorizing,
Yes.
okay?
Mr. Chairman?
Well, yes?
I'd be interested, and not that it's critical, but I'd be interested in what the view is of the delegations that have these, that it affects, including my own delegation, because these have been very controversial over the years.
Here, we obviously, do we have a letter from his delegation?
No.
We did.
I think nothing from nobody.
I talked about it.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd encourage,
It's not a delegation bill.
No,
it's not a delegation bill, but at least in Prince George's, this can be a real third rail, and in Arundel County, it can be a real third rail. And so I think, maybe it's not, I'm not asking for a letter, but I think that we should have some consultation with the delegations. That'd be my suggestion, and I'm happy to take the lead on that with Prince George's and Anne Arundel.
Yeah.
Prince George's, Anne Arundel, Montgomery.
Anne Arundel, Montgomery, Prince George's, Talbot, and Wycomico. Those are the charter counties that have this limitation.
And the other charter counties do it on their own.
Well, the other charter counties don't have the limitation
Don't have
that they're not
limitations,
allowed
don't
to.
have voter-imposed limitations.
Right.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right. Somebody want to volunteer to talk to Wycomico and Talbot? Anybody unsure, maybe?
Well, those are both Johnny Mounts, aren't they? Is Talbot and who?
Wycomico.
Oh, and Wycomico, that's my yeah.
Senator Zucker?
I'm happy to talk to Senator Carrozza, but I think it was Senator Kramer and Rich Madaleno that had come in with Jeff Buttle to testify on it. I know Senator Kramer's talked to Senator King and I, so I think Montgomery County, I can't speak for all the senators, but I think certainly the county government's locked in.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Montgomery.
Yeah. I just wanted, for the record, just to.
Yeah, fair enough. We do have an Anne Arundel letter?
Not the delegation.
You want the delegation? Okay,
At least informally.
informal. Okay, so we don't have to worry about Montgomery. You got Prince George's and Anne Arundel.
Yeah.
You got the other two. Got it.
Okay, thank you.
All right. That's a hold for now. And here's my favorite one. It actually is. It's a good one. It's an important bill. Yeah. I didn't give you any amendments on this, did I? Were you in that meeting?
Senate Bill 558 is the Chesapeake Bay Enhancement Program bill. This bill establishes the Chesapeake Bay Enhancement Program in the Department of Natural Resources to provide funding for oyster and replenishment projects that mitigate the effects of the state's oyster population of transportation projects that maintain or expand the Helen Bentley Port of Baltimore. It includes dredging and other construction or maintenance. The bill provides for fiscal year 2028 and each fiscal year thereafter that the governor must include in the budget an appropriation of $2 million to the program for the Transportation Trust Fund.
Okay. So, I have some amendments that I want to do to this, and we don't have them written. I just want to talk through them and let you know what I think they are. I've consulted with, obviously, the sponsor and the department. This has been a little convoluted over the years. The money came from the Transportation Trust Fund, so the main office of transportation, then went to the port, only as a pass-through then to DNR, And then DNR used the money for oyster replenishment, but also some other things at various times, including one thing that I think is important that relates to the science of oysters. And they used some of it for some work that they do to sort of keep an eye on everything that's going on in the bay. So what I'm going to suggest is a slight increase, because this $2 million has been constant over a long time. And I'm going to suggest that we go up to 2.25, so add another $250,000 to this. And that we specifically designate that at least 1.5 million has to be for the replenishment, and the other part has to be oyster-related science. The logic behind all of this and why I came out of the Transportation Trust Fund is the Transportation Department acknowledges that they have a role in pollution activities that end up causing concerns in the bay and causing problems for the oyster population. They would like, and we're gonna have to get into the language a little bit, just to be clear that it is the responsibility of the entire department and not simply the ports. And that this transfer will go directly now from the main office to DNR. Senator?
Mr. Chair. That is a great idea. You heard the waterman at the testimony, right? They literally were having to go up there to meet with the port to find out if, where the money was, and the port was never at fault with this, right? It was only some other issues where it was getting taken, and whether people realized it, whether they didn't. But the way you've just explained that is a very easy sell, and I think everybody will be completely happy with that.
Great.
Okay, everybody understand where we're going? Everybody good? All right, we'll get that drafted up. We'll do it in concept, and we'll send it around. But we're going to vote on it as amended, as I just described. All those in favor? Yes.
Can I add co-sponsors?
Absolutely. I would love to myself, actually.
Everybody.
Okay.
That's everybody.
Don't you touch my man award. Listen, this actually puts money, you heard the guy from Norfolk County that was here.
Once we get that, once you get it written up, we want to run it by the department. We're good. I didn't expect to get all that done.
You came late, and we're leaving early.
Yeah, you're all good. Senator Bailey, of course, you'll have that. All right. It's great. All right,